Hey, happy Monday to you.
Thank you. We're very excited, everybody, to be hanging out together today because we don't usually work together on Mondays. So this is like an extra bonus in our working week. Look at this.
And it's a good bonus.
It's a good bonus, isn't it? Yes. So very excited to be with you. If you are joining us, come and say hi. Let us know how you are. Let us know how your day's been. How's your day been, Rebecca?
My day has been full of excitement, actually. It was a bit of a different day. I had a well-being day with my partner and my daughter. Hopefully no one from her school is in the group. But you know what? It was so needed. And I spent time with my mum and my brother today. So it was really, really lovely. What about yours?
Lovely family day. Oh, wonderful. Nothing quite so exciting, but I have to say I've been loving the fact that the sun's been shining today, and I had a lovely walk with Jack, my black lab. We had a lovely walk today at lunchtime. So yeah, all good. The kids seem to have got themselves to bed, so that's a win. So Monday night is looking good. So yeah, good. All good.
And I will say that if my 4-year-old decides to pop in, then that's just mum life. That's just working mum life. So just bear with.
100%. Same here. Anything could happen. We never quite know, but we'll go with it while it's working. We'll go with it. So anybody who might be new to us, who hasn't joined us here before, we are Sarah Bramall and Rebecca Daniel, and together we are the Coaching Catalysts. So we're both transformation coaches, NLP practitioners, and we also do DISC personality profiling. So we both are coaches. We work one-to-one and in groups doing coaching, and we are both coach trainers as well. So we teach other people how to coach. I think that's it. Is there anything important I've missed there, Rebecca?
No, that's it. We say that we work with female professionals, female entrepreneurs, right? That doesn't limit us to work with males as well. And we absolutely love what we do.
Yes, we do. What we're going to talk to you about this evening is how to start a purpose-led business. So we're going to talk to you about that. Maybe you're thinking about starting a business, or you're in the very, very early stages of getting started. Now, we were both in that situation, I don't know, 5-6 years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Classroom into starting a business for the first time. And it's pretty daunting, right? Would you agree?
It's been a whirlwind. It's been a roller coaster of a journey. But this is one of my all-time favorite topics, because when I went into business, I always said that I wanted to work with heart-led and purpose-driven entrepreneurs, and not many people knew what that meant, but the people that did know what it meant were my absolute dream clients. They resonated completely with that language, with that phrase. So yeah, this is my favorite topic. I'm going to let you kickstart this one.
I'm going to start, and then Rebecca's going to back up because she's got a lot to say on this topic.
So
let's get cracking. So what do we mean when we talk about a purpose-led business? What does that mean? Well, it sounds like a really silly thing to say, but it means a business that has got a purpose. Very few of us go into business just because it's something to do, or purely because we just want to make money. Nothing wrong with making money, but for most of us, there has to be a purpose behind it. There has to be something, there has to be a bigger driver that gets us out of bed in the morning and makes us want to show up and do what we do in our businesses. Now, it might be about creating money, it might be creating wealth, creating financial wealth, but usually there's a reason behind that. There's another reason that we want to do that because it's going to give us something. Maybe that's going to be, it's going to give us financial freedom, or it's going to allow us to provide security for our families, whatever that is. And for some of us as well, there's what we mean by a purpose-led business is that we are having an impact on the world when we set up and when we create our businesses. So that's what we mean by purpose-led, that there's a reason behind us doing what we're doing. Because when we take that step from employment into being a business owner, as we said a minute ago, it's a pretty daunting thing to do. And there are days when we're, high as kites thinking this is amazing, we absolutely love it. And then there are days when it's really, really tough. And days and moments where maybe we're saying to ourselves, oh my goodness, why did I do this? Like, what have I done here? But it's when we get back to that, okay, well, why am I doing this? What difference am I making by being here? That's when we get back to discovering and connecting with our purpose. Now, how do you find your purpose then? How do you discover your purpose? Because I think this is something that can hold people back often because they think very much like passion. I've got to have this massive passion, or I've got to have this massive sense of purpose. And that can be quite tricky because sometimes that can be a cause of procrastination. We can wait until we have that massive light bulb moment of what is my purpose before we start taking action. Now, there are things that we can do to discover our purpose. Hey, Facebook user, come on and say hello. If you sign in, we can see who you are as well, see what your name is. How do you discover your purpose? Yeah, so there are things that you can do. You can, and we can do this through coaching, some great coaching exercises to do, but discovering your purpose is looking at what your values are. So what the most important things are to you. What difference would you like to see in the world, or what's your unique value or your unique contribution? So it might be that you really have a passion. I don't know. I speak to quite a lot of people now who really have a passion for making a difference in terms of the environment, and that would be an example of a purpose-led business. They've got a mission, they've got something that they want to show up for. Rebecca and I both feel really, really strongly about making a difference to the lives of women. So supporting women in really succeeding and thriving in their businesses or in their careers, but at the same time having a sense of confidence, having a sense of well-being, have a sense of work-life balance as well. And that's really what drives us. That's what our purpose is. So sometimes exercises like looking back to thinking about what you really loved doing as a child, or what you really cared about as a child. Or another thing that you can do is you can think about, what do people come to you for? When people want to talk to you or seek out your advice, what do they come to you for? So often finding our purpose doesn't come like a big kind of light bulb, big flash of inspiration overnight. It comes by getting curious, almost like a detective, finding the clues. What am I good at? What do people come to me for? What do I really love doing when I haven't got any other external pressures on me? So we'd love to hear from you in the chat. If you've got something, if you've got a passion or you've got a purpose and you think, wow, this really is my thing, this is what I really do well, we'd really, really love to hear from you. Now, the third question that often people ask is they say, well, what do I do if I don't know what my passion or I don't know what my purpose is? And as I said a minute ago, that can really be a source of procrastination. And so what I would say, and I'm sure that Rebecca would agree with me, is just get started. Just get started. Even if you do something as you set up something as a kind of, just a project at first, and then you start to make money from it. Just get started on whatever it is that you're interested in and whatever it is that you enjoy doing. Because when you get started, then you learn from that experience and you can tweak it and you can grow and you can change. But if you don't get started, you will always wonder, what could have happened? What could have I created? So get started. Okay, so Rebecca, you're going to share now. What do we do then? What are your top tips?
You've gone through some really, really key points there. And I think Sarah and I could be here forever if we were to continue talking about your purpose and your values and your mission. For us and for me, I think number one, and Sarah's already started that, but exploring and understanding your purpose is key. It's fundamental to starting a purpose-led business. We all have, and I say we all have, this is probably now a generalization, but we all have a reason to why we start our business. And that is our specific purpose. But for me, a purpose-led business is a purpose for the community. It's a purpose for society. It's about others. It's about serving others. So there's a difference for me between starting a business for yourself and starting a business to serve others. And I think that's the first key point, exploring and understanding your purpose and seeing if it has any social impact, any wider impact on the community. And thinking about what it is exactly, like specifically, that you want to change. What do you want to be known for? What do you want your name and your brand to be associated with? So I know that Sarah and I are really pretty good on growth and fulfillment and making sure that women are happy and healthy, but truly, truly living like according to their own purpose. So when you explore what you want to change and the impact that you want to have, I think the next thing from that is how. So you've explored the what. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to be known for? What is your message? And then how? And that leads me to tip number 2. So how are you going to embed these principles within your business? Are you going to do it through your marketing? Are you going to do it through the language that you're using? Are you going to do it through the community that you're building, the events that you're hosting? Even down to like the really small minor details, like the graphics that you're developing and creating and you're sharing. I remember, Sarah, when I was running my education business, the VA that I had at the time, they had graphics which were not very diverse. And I didn't really pick up on it until I did pick up on it. And I was like, that's one thing I really need to change.
Yeah.
Because if I'm attracting parents that want education support for their children, I want all parents to know that I'm here for all of them, not just for a specific demographic of people.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
the minor details are the ones that I think we could start with, first of all, the ones that we probably overlook.
Interesting. Yeah, really interesting. All of, the details, isn't it?
So once you've explored and understood and you've embedded, share it. Share your mission with your clients, with your stakeholders, with your followers. Be really, really clear and specific and explicit on what you stand for. So what do you stand for? What does your business stand for? What does your services stand for? And once you've shared that, continue to share it some more. We can never share enough about the good work that we're doing. If you're donating to charity, if you are raising money for a specific organization, if some of your profits from your business go into a specific cause. I know that Sarah's supporting the Ukraine charities at the moment, aren't you, with donating teddy bears with letters?
We are, yeah, it's been cute.
And that's obviously something that's really topical at the moment. I know that my father started a charity when he was around, and we, donate every year. We donate like clothes and shoes and stationery to African villages in Lagos. So share that, because I think not enough people can know about it unless you share.
Amazing. And sorry to butt in on your bit, Rebecca. The interesting thing when you start sharing is that there will be people who will absolutely champion you, support you, share all that you're doing. And there will be people who are not interested in what you're doing. And at first that can feel uncomfortable, but actually that's okay, because that's how you find your people. Good. I'm glad that these are really useful questions to ask yourself as well. Wonderful.
And we've got someone over here that says, I love cooking, gardening, and sitting on my bum watching the telly. Who doesn't like that? I did start Cook, Eat, Happy pre-pandemic and need to pick up again. Hayley, I know this is you. It's got demands, just only personal situation at the moment makes it very difficult to restart, and it all feels very overwhelming. And we're going to do a session on overwhelm and procrastination at some point. So definitely jump in on that. But we definitely understand, the pandemic it halted a lot of things for a lot of people. But if cooking, sorry, is what you love, definitely try and see how you can get your toe back in there, and maybe your foot, and then your leg, and then your whole body.
And it's so lovely to hear that there's a purpose, there's a sense of purpose there, and demand for it as well, which is amazing. Well done.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And my final tip, because we said 15 minutes, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we need to start wrapping up, because Sarah and I can talk for England. My final tip when it comes to starting a purpose-led business is evaluating, reviewing, and refining. So when we decide on our mission and our purpose, and we put that out in the world, sometimes that may resonate with people and sometimes it may not. But as long as I feel that you're doing it in alignment with yourself and your own purpose and your own mission, your own values, and if you want to communicate that effectively, it's all about seeing how it lands with other people. And if it's the language that you may need to choose in order to not necessarily convince them, but like get them on board, right? Get them on board with the mission, then it might be that we refine our message. It might be that we do things through trial and error. So if we feel like, oh, I've shared enough about my mission this month, but not many people know about your mission, then evaluating to see whether the content again has reached the people that you want it to reach. And if it hasn't, what can you do again to ensure that it has? And I'm talking a lot about content actually, because if we think about offline, what you can do offline. So can you go to events, fundraising events, networking events, talk a bit more about you and your business? So continue to evaluate, continue to review, and continue to just refine every part of your business just to see if those values and those missions that you've got are linking to creating a purpose-led business. So there's a lot there, Sarah. A lot of tips.
That was very succinct. And actually, I won't go into this story now, but another time we will tell you all about how our first joint venture was very, very much purpose-led. But it didn't work out. And so we have
Teacher Wellbeing Project. But what did we do? We evaluated, we reviewed, and we refined.
We did.
And I think we're still living according to our purpose, but in a different way, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's probably a story for another day, isn't it? So thanks for joining. If you're watching us on replay, give us a hashtag replay and let us know, what do you think your purpose is? It might not be business related, but if you've got a sense of purpose or something you know that you're good at, or a gift you've got that you know that the world needs, we would really love to hear. Equally, any questions for us, just pop us a question in the comments or send us a DM. We'd really love to hear from you.
I love this one, Sarah, right? I think your points are really valid for leaders in other sectors too. Sharing vision and reaching your followers in my profession is really important. I've enjoyed catching the last 5 minutes. Thank you. And definitely go back and catch this on replay. The reason why I'm saying I love this is because I discovered a kind of redefinition of my purpose, which was one of the reasons which led me to leaving education, right? Because I knew that I wanted to serve others. I knew I wanted to watch people grow. I knew I wanted to be part of somebody's journey in personal development, in life, right?
Yeah.
But I knew that I came to the realization that I could do it under a different hat, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't have to be the hat of a teacher. It could have been the hat of whatever it was. So I really do like this, because I do think it's really important for leaders in any sector to really know, like, why are they doing the job that they're doing? What impact does it have for them and for others? Is it still fulfilling them? And if it's not, what can they do to ensure that they are fulfilled?
Love it. I think that is a brilliant place to stop and wrap up for this evening. Wonderful. Lots of great questions there.
Okay, cool. So again, if you've got any questions, let us know, pop them in the comments, and Sarah and I will get that to you. Don't forget to check out the schedule that's going on this month. We've got a lot of lives going on. Got another one tomorrow. So we'll be on your screens for quite a few minutes over the month. Let us know if you have a specific skill or a specific obstacle that you want Sarah and I to explore, and we will definitely do that. And yeah, bye for now from us.
Goodbye. Thanks for joining us.
Okay. All right. Bye.